Thank you. Adorable Margaret, David, Robin, and the members of the board and the council. The very first thought that comes to my mind is to really express our deep, heartfelt appreciation to the work that you have done together during the past year. Thank you very, very much. The spirit of devotion and perseverance that you have always shown is exemplary. And I think that's the spirit we all have to pursue and adopt to achieve success in the days to come. The very important thing that Margaret just said about my knighthood. The thing is, when someone, as a member of a team, achieves something, the credit and honor goes to the team, not so much to the individual. And that is why I strongly feel that as a member, a very humble member of the UPF team, whatever I have achieved is a joint honor for all of us. We have heard a lot about the present scenario of the world and the efforts that UPF is making to try to eliminate conflicts and bring about an atmosphere of reconciliation and affinity. The very first and the important message that we get from UPF is to have very strong faith in the fact that we are all one humanity. This is extremely important. I've traveled around the world and I always wonder whether humans in one part of the world are different from humans in another part of the world. And that's not the case. You have the same, beautiful flowers of humanity blossoming in every corner of the planet, which is a beautiful sight. So the very strong message that we have is to continue to strengthen our very basic origin, and that is we are part of one humanity, part of one family of humanity. Reverend Moon put it very clearly to us that the world of spirituality and the physical world are all connected. We cannot exist physically if we don't have an inner self. And the inner self is just as important as the physical self. If the inner self is not taken care of, then we cannot really achieve the best out of our physical self. And the two are put together, they are bonded together by the love of God, the love of our Creator. So this is very important. The role of faith and also our individual effort is to try to achieve and advance in that love of God, our Creator. Every religion professes to do that. We are all guided by our religious faith to have a communion with our Creator and attain His love or her love, whatever you think of your Creator. So this is very important, that our faiths should try to strengthen and help people to achieve that love. Because once we have all connection with one Creator, who is the source of love, true love, pure love, then that love can bond us together as humans forever. Because that love is eternal love. It is not made up of things. It is absolutely pure, it is eternal, and that is the love from where harmony sprouts, from where peace sprouts. It is very difficult to resolve conflicts of this world. We have about 37 conflicts, active conflicts, going around the world at the moment. It is very difficult to bring parties together, to reconcile, to agree, to bring harmony and peace. The only factor that can bring people together to an understanding how important harmony and peace are for our prosperous coexistence on this planet is the love of God. And it is through that love that we can create that harmony and happiness in our families. A family where there is the love of God, there is harmony, there is affinity, there is parental love, there is matrimonial love, and the world becomes beautiful and wonderful. So we must emphasize to strengthen those things in our activities as ambassadors or members of UPF. There isn't much time to go on talking about different things. But I think, because I just have maybe 2 or 3 minutes to talk, I would like to finish up with this, with the philosophy of Reverend Moon. He put it all together in a very beautiful way. And he said, I exist for my family exists for our society exists for our nation exists for the world, and all the world exists for God. And God exists for you and for me and for all mankind. So basically, our point of unification is God and His love. And if we accept God as the head of our human family, then everything that comes down from that, our own families, our society, our nation, will be imbued by that love, which is the source of true love, and which can really bring peace. Why we do not have peace? Because we are lacking in the love of our Creator, in the love of God. So instead of trying to kill people and shooting and bombing them, we have to find ways of linking people with God and create in their hearts and souls the love of their Creator. Even if it is a Palestinian, even if it is an Israelite, even if it is an IS member, even if it is a Syrian or Iraqi or Ukrainian or whoever it is, if they are linked with that pure source of love, and that love has sinked into their hearts and souls, where there is going to be any fight or conflict or anything, because they are bonded together in that eternal love. And this is what is needed. And in this respect, I think the faiths have a very strong, very strong part to play, because the power of faith is the strongest and the most powerful leverage that we have for the reformation and for the correction of the things which are going wrong in the present world with humanity. So we have to try that. Faiths have to do more. Faiths have to be proactive. I was telling Stuart this morning that I read in the paper that some of the churches are going to open only on Easter and Christmas because they don't have any people coming in on Sundays for services. And this is a national paper, not an ordinary paper. This was in the mail. So what I'm saying is that faiths have to be proactive. They have to bring their own followers together with love and affinity, and showing them what a true family is. The head of a faith is really the father of the faith or the mother of the faith. And they have to make everybody understand and feel that they belong to one family of God. And this is really what is very important, and we have that role to play. The United Nations has been trying to create a faith chamber. There have been so many efforts, but those are all physical efforts. And physical efforts cannot be really successful unless there is an inner power in the hearts of people to make a change. And when that power will be there, the change will be there. So let us all work together. There isn't time to say more than that. I know we have constraints, but this is a very brief and short message. We have a lot to do. We have lots of challenges facing us today, but they are challenges which are within our power to overcome. So we have a cosmos of a diversity, a United Nation, a world sitting here in this hall, and this cosmos should work as a fertilizer to change the garden of humanity, to make it really beautiful and blossoming. Thank you.
Thank you.